right, so let's begin our practice today. Let's go ahead and take our feet out wide, turn your toes slightly out, lift your chest, and let's just begin to breathe into the body. So take the breath right on up, and then on your exhale, let's push the hands down, pushing deep into the legs, and breathe in, circle. So we'll do that 5 times. Exhale, breath. Inhale, circle. Just starting to breathe into our bodies. Starting to connect our movement with our breath. And then so as you press down and exhale, can you relax through the shoulders? Beautiful. Let's do one more. Out breath. And in breath. So at the top, let's sweep the arms to the right. Sweep to the left. So just take your time, pressing your knee out over your ankle, feeling that nice soft bend and opening through the hips, and dropping through the shoulders. Let's do one more on each side. And let's put the 2 moves together. So your out breath, sink down. In breath up, out breath, and in breath. Out breath. Beautiful. So just starting to feel the body open up. We're going to do this one more time. Here's your breathing. Out, exhale. Inhale, exhale, and inhale. Good. This time we're going to take our time really pressing on the out breath. And then if it feels good for you, can you sweep your fingertips along the floor? So exhale, breath. Begin to roll it down. Taking the move just a little further. Last time. And then sweeping. Breathing, feeling your body begin to open up. We're going to get rid of all the tension you might be carrying, build some heat into the lower body. Last one, and put the moves together 4 times. Out breath, knees sweep wide, and hips pressing. Breathe out, fingertips to floor. Breathe in, breath flows. Out breath, in breath, out breath, in breath. Last one, all the way to the floor. And hold. Awesome. Slowly take your breath in. Turn your body, come to the side, or we'll meet for sun salutations. So big breath in, open your chest. Bring your fingertips together, squeeze your glutes, give me a little baby back bend, and then exhale, dive to the floor, lift the belly, knees bend. Spend a second here shaking your shoulders, crown of your head comes down, and then on your in breath, take your front leg all the way back into a low lunge. So we've got knee in line with ankle here, and we're letting the hips draw down. Open your heart and chest, and then press your hips back to down dog. Pedal, move, and wiggle, lifting your heels, but really finding the length for your tailbone. On your inhale, tuck your chin, and round all the way into plank. Good. Now because it's the first time, let's drop to the knees and lower the chest, using the elbows, hugging the body, come all the way down. On your in breath, shift your hips forward, extend your toes, squeeze your glutes, cobra. Exhale, knees to toes, downward facing dog. Bend your knees, and let's take that front leg again, stepping it this time into a lunge. Now can you drop the shoulders, lift the chest, and give me a nice opening twist. That's reverse low lunge. Good. Bring your hand back down. Step your back foot in. Forward fold. Let's rise to the top. Extended mountain. Squeeze the glutes. Exhale, dive forward. Shake the shoulders. And then we'll step that back leg. So we want to step long, so we've got plenty of space for the knee to come right over the ankle. Shoulders drop, and then step foot back. Pressing into your down dog. Feeling your chest melt a little bit further, and then take your inhale, tuck your chin, round your spine. Take as much time as you need to find the strength of your plank. Again, we'll drop down to the knees, lower, chest to floor, and then this time we'll take it up into upward facing dog. So big chest opening, squeeze your glutes, and then exhale, knees, toes, taking our down dog. Eye gaze between your knees. Bend your knees, your gaze comes forward, crouch and step. Back leg forward into reverse low lunge for one breath. On your out breath, hand comes down. In breath, find your length of your shoulders. And then on your out breath, step into forward fold. Let's repeat and do it a little faster. So in breath, rise. Out breath, fold. In breath, front leg. Out breath, settle. In breath, step. Out breath, lengthen. In breath, roll. Out breath, lower, knees or toes. In breath, up dog. Out breath, down dog. In breath, bend the knees. Lunge. Out breath, extend. In breath, lengthen. Out breath, hand comes in and step. In breath, rise. Out breath, fold. In breath, lengthen, lunge. Out breath, press. In breath, lengthen and roll. Out breath, lower. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. In breath, bend, step. Lengthen and open. Out breath, hand comes down. In breath, lengthen. And out breath to fold. Let's repeat one more time. In breath. We'll slow it down. Exhale, forward fold. Lift your belly up. Take the crown of your head further down. Step your front leg back into a nice long lunge. Find the length from the bottom of your heel all the way through the crown of your head. Take your breath. Use it to step back. Downward facing dog. Can you sink your heels down? Pressing the pads of the fingers. Inhale, lift and roll. Taking your time, not any time if you need to. You can drop to the knees where you've got a really strong core. Use your crocodile to lower, then scoop up into up dog. Heart opens, chest opens. Exhale, tuck your chin, down dog. Bend your knee, crouch. Let's extend and find length. Let the hips drop down before you open up into that reverse low lunge. Are your hips sinking? Take your hand down. Lengthen one more time. And then exhale, breath. We'll finish with the back leg. Big breath. Rise, standing mountain. Squeeze your glutes. Exhale, dive forward. Good. In breath, lengthen. Really settling in. And out breath, steps back. Inhale, lift and roll. Exhale, knees or toes. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, bend the knees. Step. Reverse. Hand comes down, find the length. And step. So just spend a couple of breaths right here into your forward fold. You can shake, you can bend the knees. Take the crown of the head as far down as you need to. And then we'll inhale, halfway lift. So we want a nice long spine, and we're going to work through the hamstrings here. So just take your time, pressing your hips back, and then lower down to the floor before you peel and rise all the way up. So body should be nice and warm, ready to move today. Let's get into our legs. So we'll take a long step, big steps, wide. We want the toes to turn out, but we're gonna actually angle this back foot to set up for warrior two. So in our warrior two, hips square to the front. Your back heel is either turned in slightly or parallel to the front of your mat, but not turned out, right? So we want to avoid that turn out. So go ahead and turn that back foot in, and then stack your knee over your ankle, right? So your hip mobility will definitely be a factor in how far down you can go. But let's just take a breath in. Just take the breath, stack the knee over the ankle, just connect. Feel your legs begin to engage. We've got a lot of pressure and a lot of pressure. So we want to make sure that the knee is pressing out. Can you sink into the hips? Just a half a breath more. And then we're going to hinge forward just a little bit. Take the top of the arm and come forward into extended angle. So take a breath. You're feeling a lot of tension in that left quad. I know. Breathe. 3, 2, and 1. Slowly come to the other side. So let's turn. Work on turning that back foot, but squaring the hips to the front. Press the knee out. This right here is really drawing the hips open. Shoulders stack over hips. Breathe in, lengthen. Let the shoulders drop away from the ears. So we're priming the muscles to work here. We're going to build some heat into the lower body. So take your breath. And then drop that front arm. Take that bottom arm. Now I'm barely putting pressure. There's not a lot going on here. If you're advanced, you might be able to come to the floor. If you've got a block, use that as well. Breathe. Building that heat. 3, 2, and 1. Slowly come forward. So we're going to turn again to the side. This time, let's set up for warrior one, meaning our hips are going to stay square. So in warrior two, our hips open. Warrior one, our hips stay square. So brace the belly, stack the knee over the ankle. The back heel is rooting into the floor. Press your knee out. Naturally, we want to do this. Can you maintain that nice upright position? And then breathe up through the arms. Beautiful. Now squeeze into your glutes to stabilize. And can you open the heart, just taking a little back bend, just small. Beautiful. Can you lift back up and sink about an inch deeper? Hang on. This beautiful opening for the back hip. Just breathe through this space. Fantastic. Slowly come out, turn, and we'll readjust to the other side. So, checking in with your body. Is your back foot turned? Is your knee pressing out over your ankle? Get set up, right? It doesn't matter if you're really narrow as far as you're not deep into the legs. It's still okay. We still want good alignment. But wherever you can go, challenge yourself a little bit. Squeezing through the glute to stabilize. Breathe up and breathe in. And then take that little baby back bend if it feels good for you today. Opening your chest, opening your heart space. Beautiful. And then come back up so that your shoulders are stacked over the hips. Pressing the knee out. Breathe in. And can we sink just a half an inch more, right? Teaching the quads to fire, the glutes to stabilize, the hips and pelvis to react. 3, 2, and 1. Slowly come out. Beautiful job. So legs should be nice and warm. We're going to put this together into a little bit of a flow, a little bit more movement-based yoga for you today. So let's step again to the right, setting up our warrior two. All right, so we've got our toes angled in the right direction. Let's breathe in, stack the knee over the ankle. Breathe in, take it up, float it up. And exhale, settle in and press down. Now take a breath in and lengthen. Exhale, take that top arm over, extended angle. Beautiful. Breathe in. Let's take it into a reverse warrior. Good. And then on the exhale, Let's come back forward, lift back up, and press down, extending forward into that front leg, and then hand to floor if you want it, opening through the side body. So that beautiful extended angle. Your option, come back up. 3, 2, 1, hold. Nice job. Let's turn. Shake it out if you need to. Move to the other side. Fix your foot. Breathe up, breathe in. Exhale, settle. Breathe in and lift. Exhale, take it down. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Good. Exhale, breathe out. Now take your hand all the way to the floor. Challenge yourself. 3, 2, and 1. Slowly come back out. All right, let's start to work into our balance. So we'll all begin today by pressing the feet firmly into the floor. You can practice on your mat or off your mat, depending on your stability of your surface. So let's begin by letting the hip draw open. Just did some beautiful work into the legs. So now the hip can just gently draw open here. Both feet grounded into the floor. Let's just bring the hand center to heart. And balance is really about just body awareness and breath. So in this space, I encourage you just to center and breathe. Find a space wherever you're at, practicing, where you can just center your energy, center your gaze. So let's find that lengthening breath. If you are advanced, you might already find that your balance isn't challenged quite enough. And so you might be able to work the heel up, stopping just underneath the knee, right? Keeping that pressure off of the knee is critical here. So can you firmly press your stationary leg into the floor and feel that length travel up your spine? Good. If your balance is challenged here, that's a good thing. There's a lot of muscles firing right now to keep you upright and to keep you in good alignment. So let's breathe out, bring our energy back center, and slowly release the foot. If you need to shake it out, that's totally okay. So again, where do you need to start? If you are advanced, can you place that heel inside of the thigh? We're creating a center point through the body. So take a breath in and slowly rise. Now what you do on the right side, I encourage you to do on the left side so that your body is just working in this equal place of balance. Drop the shoulders, but really press that right leg, that stationary leg, down into the floor. Find that length. Center your energy. Find where your balance works best. It's okay if you're shaky. Again, there's a lot going on. Breathe in and slowly returning back down. Beautiful. So our second balance challenge is dancer's pose. I'm going to take it to the side. And we're going to start out dancer by really just reaching the hand to the inside of the foot. So we're starting off with almost like a quad stretch, a standing quad stretch, where I'm going to pull my hips forward. I'm going to bring my knees together and extend my arm up overhead. So if this feels really good for you, stay right here. Right? We're stretching the quad, but if you focus on pulling the hips forward, you're going to feel the hip flexor begin to open up. That's one of the most important places that you can stretch. So let's take it into dancer if you're there today by just kicking the hips up and back. So we're going to press that top of the foot into the hand, really opening up. And then that opposite hand comes forward for balance. Come to the breath. It's okay if you're shaky, you're moving, and slowly release. Beautiful. Slowly come to the other side. So again, set your foundation, working on your balance. Brace your abdominals as you kick that foot up. Grab the inside of the foot, but set up by squaring the hips, drawing the knees together and in so that we start to prime that hip flexor. Now take that opposite arm up, and remember, one side is a little bit more challenging than the other. That's okay, that's normal. We're all working on that. So breathe in. As you kick that foot up and back, your arm extends forward to counterbalance your weight. Breathe in And slowly, very slowly come out of it, holding onto your balance. Awesome. So for our third balance sequence, we're going to come to the side. And we're going to do this very, very easy. So the first set, just breathe in. And we're going to lift that front leg up. So for me, it's my right. My left foot is pressing into the floor. I'm going to find the length by really bringing my ears in line with my biceps. So finding that opening length through the chest. And then hinge the hips, but keep the belly button flat to the floor. So this is your level 1, and we're going into warrior 3. This is easy. You still have a good amount of space here to where if you need to tap your foot to the floor and you begin to lose your balance, you've got your arms and you've got that back leg. 3, 2, 1. Recover. Awesome. So we'll do the other side. So again, setting it up, feet come together, bring your arms up. Shoulders out of the ears, but ears in line with biceps. So the upper body kind of moves in one complete space, right? Totally attached. So lift the knee, shoot the hips forward, and extend into your warrior 3. Now again, level 1, you're just working a close surface to the floor where you can really be able to tap down if you lose your balance. Breathe in and breathe back up, reset. So if you're advanced or if you want to challenge today, let's go into full warrior 3. So breathe up, breathe in. Lift that front leg, square your hips, and then take your front of your body, your upper body forward, hinging as your back body extends. Square your hips and belly button to the floor. Warrior 3, beautiful. Bring it down, reset, and we'll switch sides. Breathe up. Finding that center point, brace your belly, and then as you hinge, top of the body comes forward, lower body extends, square your hips and belly button. 3, 2, 1, and slowly release. Beautiful job with your balance. So let's now work into some hip openers. So come on down to the floor. It's the best part. Come on down to the floor. Bring your knee 90 degrees. Flex your foot. Your back foot is just angled in towards the body. So you are sitting down onto your hip. Let's square our shoulders to the front of the room or to the front of your mat. And let's just hinge forward. We'll start on our forearms. If you have a block or if you need yoga blocks or even just a pillow while you're at home, do that. I want you to be as comfortable as you can, bringing your upper body down in a very gentle way. So when we stretch through the hips, it's sometimes common for you to create tension somewhere else. And a lot of people create that or absorb that tension up in the upper back. So I want you to relax. I want you to drop the shoulders out of the ears, allowing your hips to really open up. So let's take our time here. Let's breathe up, come back up, just reset. And then if you can you take it a little bit further? So now your body kind of knows what to do. And we'll take it into 2 more breaths. Relaxing through the shoulders, melting the chest down. And slowly come back up. So we're going to bring the knees with us. Turn to the other side. We want a good 90-90 split, meaning knee in line with hip. I've got this really good alignment. Back heel just angled in so that the hips can comfortably sit down. Flex your foot, meaning instead of pointing it, you're flexing the bottom of your foot. And then you're going to rotate your chest to the center. So I like to align my belly button like right in the upper part of my knee. And then slowly come forward onto the forearms. So now we know where the tension will go, and that's where we really come into the breath. What you might be experiencing as you breathe is just a soft melting. Like every exhale, you just melt down. Not a noticeable amount, but enough to where you notice that you're really settling into the pose. Good. Slowly come up, resetting, right? If you have to shake the shoulders or like move the feet or readjust, do that. Sometimes it's more comfortable to bring the foot in. It is for me. And then can you take it a little deeper for 3 breaths?